Today I'm playing Mass Effect 2. I freaking love this game. This was my 2010 game of the year. I originally thought I might try to play all three of the Mass Effect games. But, I can tell stories about just this one, and I can tell stories about all three of them while I play this one. But I mean, to start off, how crazy is Mass Effect 2? That the first thing that happens in the game is that the beloved ship from the first game gets blown up, and your character, Shepard, gets freaking killed. It's insane that they would start the game like that. That they're just all like, yeah, well, screw you. Everybody's favorite character, dead now. Although that's not the only thing they changed in this game, of course. Although, it's kind of lame because they kill off Shepard and they blow up the Normandy, but then they immediately bring both of them back. They build a new Normandy and they basically rescue Shepard from death and rebuild her. But I didn't really like the first Mass Effect all that much. But it used D&D rules in that everything was a dice roll behind the scenes. So you would shoot at stuff, but it wouldn't die because, the dice roll that was going on in the background didn't line up with, even though you were aiming directly at something. The dice roll was all like, nope, you missed. So I'm glad that they changed that in Mass Effect 2. A lot of people were all like, oh, they took away all the RPG elements. Ugh. Yeah, they took away crappy RPG elements that sucked. Oh, they changed how they leveled up stuff, and they changed how things worked. Who cares? Like, Mass Effect 1, I just couldn't really get into, and it wasn't until years after Mass Effect 1 came out that I even played through it, because I just didn't like it that much. The dumbest thing about Mass Effect 1, though, is this where I'm going? Hey, it's that guy. The day that Mass Effect 1 came out, actually it was the week before, because they sent review copy super early. It got delivered, it was on Veterans Day in 2010. No, 2007 is when Mass Effect came out. I got a DHL delivery, the DHL driver delivered it. But he had delivered stuff to me multiple times before, and he knew that I was a game reviewer and I was getting stuff early. And he was pretty cool, we'd talked before, and so he was all like, hey, if I come back later, can we hang out? And I was all like, yeah, okay. So, I sat around all day, and he never came back. And we had a snowstorm that day, it was all crazy. So I'm sitting around waiting all day, and he never came back. And it wasn't until 2 weeks later that he made another delivery to me. And he told me that what had happened is he freaking wrecked his DHL truck making deliveries that day. So he couldn't come back. So he couldn't come back because he had to freaking clean up his massive mess where he freaking wrecked his DHL truck. So we never ended up hanging out ever after that. Because apparently he wrecked his truck again that winter in another storm, and they fired him. But that was just so weird. We were gonna hang out and play Mass Effect, and then he never came back. But then Mass Effect 2, of course, came out in 2010. In January of 2010. And I didn't know that I was gonna just fall in love with it. But I did, and that kind of made me happy. Because after kind of not really getting into Mass Effect 1, it was nice to play this and just like I said, just love it. So I gave Mass Effect 2 my 2010 Game of the Year. And Mass Effect 3 was like, it was 2013 or 2012. When the hell did it come out? I don't know. But everybody kind of poo-poos Mass Effect 3. But I think it's fine. Like, I don't understand how the ending of Mass Effect 3 invalidates everything that happened before. Like, it doesn't invalidate the first two games. And even if the ending is crappy in Mass Effect 3, the rest of the game was fine. In fact, the rest of the game is great. It plays better than Mass Effect 2 even. But Mass Effect 3, like, 99% of it is fine. And some parts of it are the best things in the whole series. So I don't understand people that are all like, Mass Effect 3 sucks and blah 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 and it made everything else worse. No, Mass Effect 3 is fine. The Citadel DLC is probably the best DLC in the whole franchise. Because just hanging out with all of your buddies is really, really cool. Mass Effect Andromeda sucks. And although Mass Effect Andromeda's biggest problem to me, it was characters that you didn't give a crap about in a new area you didn't give a crap about. And which was fine because you could have given a crap about it. But they loaded so much stuff on you, so many mechanics, and so much like, you're in charge of the whole thing and you have to distribute resources and you have to do all this crap. It's like, just let us freaking play, jeez. What the hell are you doing? Jacob sucks. Miranda sucks too.
My job. Wilson betrayed us all. I had a feeling Wilson was just looking for a chance to shoot me in the...
I always played as Femme Shep. Every time I've ever played Mass Effect, I'm always female Shepard. Because she's awesome. One other thing I want to say about Mass Effect, I know there's like a million one other things. I freaking love Liara Tassoni. She's so freaking hot. It sucks that she's only really in the DLC in Mass Effect 2. Because she's amazing in Mass Effect 1 and 3. She's probably my favorite video game woman ever. But at the same time, I always feel kind of guilty about liking Liara because she was literally designed to be perfect. And she's from a race of aliens that are designed to be ridiculously appealing. So you almost feel guilty for falling for the trap. Like, oh, of course you like Liara because you're supposed to like Liara. But she's freaking amazing. This was Eric vs. 365, where I'm playing a different game every day for a year. Be sure to check out psxboxindies.com for daily blogs about the games we're playing and the videos we're making. Thanks for watching.